What up YouTube, it's Misery Company, and Merry Christmas. I really appreciate all of you that have watched my videos through all the different games that I've played, those of you that are still here, and those of you that are only here for Diablo Immortal, which is my most current game. Thank you for joining and smashing that subscribe button and showing up and being part of that notification crew that shows up and just watches all my videos as soon as they go live. Today, we're going to start something very, very new. I'm going to give you guys a gift, a Christmas gift. And what better way of celebrating Christmas with a YouTube video with Diablo Immortal, obviously, but more importantly, a new trend that we're going to start here in the Diablo Immortal community, which is what we're going to call the Reddit recap. So every week, assuming you guys appreciate this style of content, I'm going to go do a weekly review of the Diablo Immortal subreddit on Reddit. That way we can cover all of the community's questions or big hot topics, because honestly, there's some really fantastic conversations that go on in that subreddit. I already read it, and so why not turn it into a video, share that information with you guys, and bring more attention, and maybe even bring you guys to that area so we can have good, healthy conversations together. And without further ado, let's get straight into the Diablo Immortal Reddit recap. Alright guys, so we are at the Diablo Immortal subreddit here on Reddit. I'm just going to go through. I had this filtered by the top ones, and there's some interesting ones here. So let's go ahead and look at it. So it says this one's tagged as humor with 72 upvotes already. Absolutely no one. Crusaders on horse attacking anything. Honestly, this could not be more true. If you have either been a Crusader or watched a Crusader attack anything, they jump on the horse and they just do circles around whatever the hell they are attacking. That is fantastic. I love that. All right, that's obviously an ad. So is anyone else absolutely sick of BGs? I'm assuming. Like I really don't understand why I'm constantly placed with a 5 to 7K resonance people every game. Like, why is there not resonance-based matchmaking? It's just getting beyond old. Like, I want to play the game at 2.5K resonance, which is still pretty high, honestly. It's well higher. That's literally over double my resonance, which still isn't cheap, agreed, to achieve. What's the point of me playing just to get farmed by people who spend more than me? Blizzard, fix this. Is anyone else tired of this and having the same issue? Interesting. He brings up a really good point. When the game first was going on, matchmaking was decent, but now it's absolutely a mess. Yeah, not sick of it, but yes, this is a lot of people's experience with BGs. Whales don't want to play with lower res players, resos either. I won't rule out complete incompetence from NetEase by this, but this has to be by design and some misguided attempt to make more people spend. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that is how typically mobile games work. You put yourself against higher people, you want to beat them, you get frustrated, and you end up spending more. So yeah, and the only reason for whales to exist is to play against the peasants. Yeah, for those of you that aren't used to the mobile gaming community, or just mobile gaming in general, yeah, that's a big part of it. The whole point of being a whale is so that you can show off what you have done or what you have accomplished in getting whatever the power is that you have paid to win to get, which it has a place in the community because it helps support the developers to give us as the free-to-play or low spenders a chance of enjoying more content in the game. So now, why is there not resonance-based matchmaking? I think to a certain point, I mean, you should, if you play enough, right, the whale will either be on your team or the other team. And you're either going to be fodder, or you can be a CC bot, really, where you can just crowd control people or go for the objective. So there's still a place. I purposely don't play PvP for that reason. This could be a hot take, so don't torch me if you disagree with this. I have never liked PvP in Diablo games. That's not why I play Diablo games. If I want to play PvP, I'm going to go back to my first-person shooter games and try all those, because that is the type of PvP that I like. Mano-y-mano. Same general gun, item, sword, whatever you're using against the other person, and it's a level playing field. It's just skill-based. Now, if Diablo Immortal brought in a skill-based PvP system, such as it was 0 resonance, 0 gear, 0 anything, it's just skill against skill, I would grind that to the high heavens until my fingers were bleeding. But that's not what we have. But I do enjoy the game for what it is in the PvE environment and the community and everything else, the Shadows versus Immortals. I'm loving all that, but not the PvP. That's my take. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'm not going to upvote this one because I think that one's going to show up more often than not. Is anyone else experiencing horrible lag since last week? I play on Galaxy S20. Okay, it's not the most powerful phone, but it's really a decent. Really decent, and Diablo runs smoothly on it. High, very high settings and 60 FPS without a single problem. At least until last week, I had no problem. No heating, no lags, just nothing. Last week, 2 things happened: update to Android 13 and new patch. Ooh, that's a pretty rough combination already. I'm not gonna lie. Since last week, the game is nearly unplayable. Most of the time, I have micro stuttering. Wow, what did I try to read? Micro stuttering, which is really annoying. In some instances, like BG, I have horrible FPS drop. Of course, I've tried to for example, lowering the settings set to 30, several internet connections, but nothing works. Interesting. So there must be a problem with the new Android or the game itself. I can't help but think that if you just re-download the game, that would fix this. iOS user here since the last update. Constant crashes. I mean, I got used to the usual West March crashes since launch. But since the big update, the crashes affect just every zone. I've only had one crash ever playing the game, which is very interesting. People are having this problem. Can't even start a dungeon or raid without crashes. The lag, especially for person groups, farming, become much worse. No idea, but I suppose the last update changed something with the GPU usage. Okay. Is iOS worse than Android? Sure seems like it. I don't have an issue. It has been horrible since patch. Even on my own Wi-Fi, I get dropped multiple times or to lag to the point I close the app. Even on PC, the latest updates screw things up. I will say on PC, it's definitely been more issues than I've experienced on mobile. That's for sure. I get crazy lag on, okay, yeah. So I mean, yeah, iPhone user, and yeah, it's been worse since the patch, but I've also noticed way more people running around open world since, yeah, that's it. Maybe people came back to the game. Maybe it's because, yeah, I think there's more people playing it, so it's definitely a problem. But I do think that this specific individual's problem, to this extent, he should uninstall the game and then reinstall it. That would be my opinion. And I'll even say that, not to be that guy, but have you tried turning it off, turning it back on? Oh my god, I would get torched for that. Have you tried uninstalling and reinstalling? I play on iOS and have the occasional lag spike. However, nothing to the level you are describing. Between the 2 updates you had on your phone, that reinstalling might help. Yep, I'm either going to get absolutely torched for this or whatever, but you know, I'm here to help. I do think that would help in my opinion, but whatever, we'll see. Moving on. New raid system. Oh, okay, interesting. All right, being able to run raids with 1 to 8 people is great. However, there needs to be some way for the raid leader to designate the number of people they wish to assemble. What? 8 people gives 2 chests. 2 chests can give more demonic remains. More demonic remains gives more. Yeah, okay, right, sure. I mean, yeah, obviously the more chests, the more people you get, the more chests. Thus, I always aim for 8 people. But when, for example, 2 people join and try to start it over and over and over, I have to kick them. Yeah, they're toxic, and they come right back. If I could designate someone somewhere that I want 8 people, is that I want 8 people that won. Oh, want that, I guess is what he's trying to say here. This is the only bad thing about reading Reddit, though. Displays to who wants to join. 1, display to those who are trying to join, and 2, prevent anyone from starting the raid until there's at least 8 people, like how it used to work. Yeah, I get that. Okay, if I join the raid of 4 people and the leader starts it, I decline, hoping for more will join. Then I get kicked, which is fine. It's not my raid. However, if I saw someone somewhere that the leader only, okay, I wouldn't join in the first place. That, I like this. Okay, so he is saying that there is a potential easy option to fix this. So what he's saying is that some people want to get max raids and they do that, but some people want to start as soon as possible because they don't have a lot of time. And then you get an issue where people are trying to start it and others are declining it. Whereas it'd be nice if you could, similar to the dungeon system, where you put like a little note in your party finder to explain what you're trying to do. Then you can choose if you want to join that. That makes sense. This is a good idea. Honest, shouldn't be hard to implement. Implement it. Can't type. It would basically be the same as the party finder for dungeons, where you can put a note like it. So if you guys want your comments or you post on Reddit, make sure you go ahead and, post on Reddit on this subreddit, and there's a good chance that I might cover your content in one of these videos if we're doing this on a weekly basis. I personally am already enjoying this. We're already 10 minutes in. Oh my gosh. I should, all right, we're gonna do one more. What I want in the game. Nah, we'll do the quick humor one. All right, so wow, nice translation, nice translating and proofreading, Blizzard. Eek. All right, here we go. You have a monster to attack the city. You're not getting a reward. Please check. Perfect. This is everything that it should be. I love that. That was fantastic. All right, that was funny. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this Reddit recap. Like I said, I want to try to do this every single week. I'm getting this from other content creators that cover different games or different content in general. But I do think this would be a great way, especially on Christmas, to show you guys how I appreciate all of you. That way you ideally appreciate all of what I do, watch my content, and I get to share what the community is talking about on Reddit. Let me know what you think about this series in the comments below. Should this be a weekly thing that we do? Should we just nix the idea altogether? Let me know. Let's talk about it. Until next time, guys, lock it in, and Merry Christmas again.